Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Berjumpa kita di sesi taklimat Biasiswa Yayasan Khazanah yang dianjurkan oleh Majlis Guru Bimbingan dan Kaunseling SBP dengan kerjasama bahagian SBP Kemasaan. Jadi alhamdulillah, syukur kita kehadirat ilahi kerana dengan limpah dan izinnya dapat sama-sama kita bersiaran secara online di stream hari ini untuk kita mendengar kupasan ulasan dan juga pendedahan serta panduan-panduan berkenaan dengan beasiswa yang telah dikeluarkan ataupun yang telah dibiayai oleh Yayasan Khazanah. Jadi sebelum itu kita jemput Yang Berusaha Cikgu Syarif untuk memimpin bacaan doa bagi memberkati perjumpaan kita pada hari ini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Umul Kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Shiratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, sesungguhnya kami berhimpun pada hari ini ya Allah bagi menyatakan kesyukuran di atas kurnia-Mu yang tidak ternilai ya Allah. Jadikanlah kami hamba-hamba-Mu yang sentiasa bersyukur selama ada nikmat yang sedikit, lebih-lebih lagi nikmat yang melimpah ruah kepada kami ya Allah. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, sesungguhnya Engkau Maha mengetahui bahwa kami di sini ingin menimba ilmu yang sangat luas bagi mengembangkan potensi kami ya Allah, potensi kami sebagai hamba-Mu yang Engkau redai ya Allah. Justru itu ya Allah, berkatilah dan rahmatilah perhimpunan kami pada pagi ini ya Allah. Kurniakanlah kepada kami ilmu-ilmu, sinarilah hati-hati kami dengan cahaya dan hidayah-Mu ya Allah. Semoga dengannya ya Allah kami mudah menerima dan menghayati serta mengamalkannya ya Allah. Ya Dzal Jalali wal Ikram, kurniakanlah jua kepada kami kesihatan anggota, kecergasan minda, ketenangan jiwa, kekuatan semangat. Semoga dengannya kami mampu mendepani cabaran ya Allah, berdaya saing dan mampu mengangkat martabat diri ya Allah, mampu mengangkat martabat keluarga, masyarakat dan negara ya Allah. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'al marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'dihi tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'alillahumma fina wa la ma'ana wa la man yathba'una syaqiyan wa la matruda wa la mamruma. Allahumma inna na'udzu bika minal baras wal junun wal juzam wa min sayyi'il asqam. Bismillahilladzi la yadurruhu ma'asmihi syai'un fil ardi wa la fis sama'i wa huwas sami'ul 'alim. A'udzu bikalimatillahi tammati min syarri ma khalaq wa ufawwidu amri ila Allah innallaha basirun bil ibad. Allahumma ighfir lana ذنوبنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. تقبل الله.
Kejutan terima kasih diucapkan kepada Cikgu Muhammad Syarif atas pimpinan bacaan doa sebentar tadi. Jadi sebelum kita teruskan program kita pada hari ini, kita ada jemput dua orang panel untuk sebagai penceramah kita pada hari ini, iaitu Puan Azlina binti Jaafar, Senior Manager daripada Yayasan Khazanah, dan juga Cik Nur Hidayah binti Aslas, juga Senior Manager di Yayasan Khazanah. Jadi alhamdulillah hari ini kita menerima kita kata penyertaan daripada guru-guru kaunselor seluruh negara, pengurusi-pengurusi zon SBP, guru kaunseling di sekolah harian dan juga MRSM serta pelajar-pelajar SBP zon utara, zon timur khususnya untuk perjumpaan pada hari ini. Jadi alhamdulillah diharapkan dengan adanya platform kita pada hari ini, kita harap kita dapat memberikan gambaran jelas berkenaan dengan apa yang akan ditaja, apa yang akan dibiayai oleh Yayasan Khazanah terhadap pelajar-pelajar cemerlang untuk SPM 2021 yang telah dijadualkan akan berlangsung pada 2022. Jadi alhamdulillah. Jadi seterusnya bagi meneruskan majlis, saya menjemput dan persilakan penceramah kita iaitu Puan Azlina binti Jaafar, Senior Manager Yayasan Khazanah untuk menyampaikan ucapan dan taklimat beliau. Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Tuan Pengerusi Majlis. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all. First and foremost, on behalf of Yayasan Khazanah, I would like to thank the organizer, MOE, Bahagian SPP, especially to Cik Azrina, Encik Fauzi, and the technical team, Cikgu Anwar, Cikgu Zaki, Cikgu Syahir dan Ustaz Sharif yang bertengkus lumus ya sejak hari Sabtu hari tu nak test the system, tengok platform mana yang paling bagus untuk program ni, untuk adik-adik semua. So insyaAllah we hope the program akan berjalan dengan lancar. Alright, so as being introduced, my name is Azlina. You can call me Puan Lina. Alright, I'm the Senior Manager at Yayasan Khazanah. I'm particularly in charge of Global Scholarship Program and also the branding and communication. So with me today, I have my colleague, Cik Hidayah. She'll introduce herself shortly. Alright, so insyaAllah, both of us will Hello. Maaf atas kesalahan teknikal tadi. Okay, alright. So thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to share about our program to all of you today. And of course, thank you to all boys and girls for joining us this morning. We are so excited in sharing about our program to all of you, and we hope you guys will be equally excited as well. All right, so now let me start by sharing my screen. Okay, we have actually prepared our corporate video, but because of some technical difficulties, we are unable to play it. But you can go to our YouTube, Yayasan Khazanah. Ada banyak video kat situ termasuk corporate video. So nanti kita akan provide the link untuk Yayasan Khazanah punya YouTube ya. Alright, so pada pagi ini, what me and Cik Hidayah will cover would be an introduction to Yayasan Khazanah, about our scholarship program, how to apply, some tips and tricks to attend the interview and assessment process. So inshallah, hope this will be beneficial to all of you when you apply for the scholarship next year. Alright. So let me start with introduction about Yayasan Khazanah. I'm sure semua adik-adik di luar sana pernah dengar mengenai Yayasan Khazanah. Okay, sama ada from your teachers, your counselors, your seniors. Alright, so a bit of introduction about us and the journey we have gone through so far. So basically, Yayasan Khazanah ni ditubuhkan pada tahun 2006. Alright, the idea behind the inception of Yayasan Khazanah was mooted by the then Prime Minister, Pak Lah, yang fondly known as Pak Lah. So Pak Lah masa tu feel that Khazanah Nasional Berhad perlu sponsor all these high achieving individuals, all these young talents to pursue their education in renowned universities abroad. Okay, so Yayasan Khazanah ditugaskan untuk memilih para pelajar yang cemerlang dari segi akademik, co-curriculum dan juga mempunyai ciri-ciri kepimpinan untuk lead the GLCs eventually. Alright, so that's how Khazanah Nasional Berhad gave birth to Yayasan Khazanah. So we were incepted in 2006 and we've been in the market for close to 15 years now, ya, Alhamdulillah. So for a start, kita bermula dengan program Khazanah Global Scholarship Program. Global Scholarship ni is actually our flagship. So later saya akan terangkan Global Scholarship tu apa. So along the way, sudah 15 tahun ni, macam-macam program dah kita introduce. Kita ada Global, kita ada Watan, kita ada Asia, kita ada Khazanah Insif, Merdeka, OSIS, Chevening, Rhodes. So banyak program yang kita ada dari segi beasiswa. Kemudian banyak juga program intervention yang kita introduce along the way. Kita ada leadership program, kita ada internship program, mentoring program. Semua ni dengan harapan dapat membantu kita punya para pemegang beasiswa. Alright? So mandat kita adalah again to select the very best. All of you out there, you are the best talent in Malaysia. So we hope to select, support, groom and nurture all these young exceptional talents in Malaysia. Alright, so again our mandate, we want to select the best individual, not only good in terms of academic but also co-curriculum and has the leadership potential. Alright, then we support this talent by giving you the best education, infrastructure and system. Okay, once you're ready with our support, we will groom you further. Okay, eventually we want you to take up the leadership position in the GLC atau Khazanah link companies atau government link companies or any of our bond serving punya institutions. Alright, so that's basically our role. And kita punya main objective Yayasan Khazanah adalah untuk develop pool of future business and industry leader untuk Malaysia. So the aim is for nation building. Okay. Now I have what makes us special. So kenapa istimewa sangat Yayasan Khazanah ni? Of course we are from Yayasan Khazanah and we would say that this is the best scholarship you can find in Malaysia. Alright, so what makes us special? What makes us different? Of course, kita hanya hantar para pelajar kita ke universiti-universiti terkemuka di dunia dan di dalam Malaysia. So pilihan-pilihan universiti itu adalah based on ranking. So sebentar nanti saya akan terangkan universiti-universiti yang boleh adik-adik pohon selepas A-level atau untuk program undergraduate nanti. Okay, seperti mana yang saya beritahu tadi, program Yayasan Khazanah ni kita bukan melihat pelajar yang cemerlang dari akademik sahaja. Meaning we want all the A sahaja. Tak. Alright, of course kita ada minimum requirement dia, tapi kita juga nak pelajar yang all-rounder. Bukan sahaja akademik dia bagus, tapi aktif dalam co-curricular, aktif dalam voluntary service, ada dia punya ciri-ciri kepimpinan, president club, setiausaha untuk society. So kita nak all-rounder because kita nilai kita punya candidate ni secara holistik. Okay, kita tak naklah seorang pelajar yang ulat buku, belajar sahaja, tapi tak pandai nak bergaul. Ataupun seorang pelajar yang hanya mementingkan untuk diri dia sahaja, tak fikir pasal community, tak plan lepas belajar nanti apa yang dia nak bagi balik kepada Malaysia. Things like that. So that makes us different lah. Kita nak pelajar yang ada ciri-ciri yang holistik. Alright? So selepas jadi kita punya scholar, apa some of the perks yang adik-adik boleh enjoy? Of course, bila dah masuk, kita memang pilih antara pelajar yang terbaik. We want cream de la cream. We know you are the best, but no one's perfect. So, through our intervention program, kita ada leadership program, kita ada development program, akan menggilak lagi potensi adik-adik. Okay, we want to unleash your full potential. We want to enhance your skills. So, for that, kita ada tailor-made, custom-made program untuk adik-adik mengembangkan lagi adik-adik punya potensi. Alright, so that's on leadership and development program. And also, what makes us different juga adalah kita punya M&M. M&M stands for Monitoring and Management of Our Scholar is a bit different from other scholarship providers out there. Kita punya touch point, okay, hubungan kita dengan scholar kita agak rapat. We have a high touch point with our scholars. So kita ada WhatsApp group yang we always engage with them. We also engage with them personally. Alright, we have lines up a lot of conference program untuk adik-adik semua tu yang dapat masuk dalam program kita. Alright, so another thing is peluang untuk adik-adik mengikuti internship. Kita ada two types of internship. One is business internship. Business internship ni dia boleh buat berapa banyak internship pun selama adik-adik punya study period, tapi satu yang wajib adalah 8 weeks internship dekat Khazanah link companies, government link companies atau government agencies atau mana-mana bond serving companies yang under Yayasan Khazanah. So business internship ni lebih kepada attachment di company yang relevant to your field of studies. Let's say adik-adik belajar dalam bidang engineering. So kalau business internship, so relevant internship yang mungkin lebih kepada bidang engineering ataupun maybe anything yang relevant to the corporate world, that would be business internship. Civic internship on the other hand adalah attachment di NGOs, yang ini more for voluntary ataupun for charity, all these social punya activities. So for civic internship, the attachment is about 4 weeks. Alright, so this would be a very good exposure untuk scholar kita mendapat pendedahan awal sebelum masuk ke dunia pekerjaan. Alright. So that's on internship. And also Yayasan Khazanah ni boleh kata dia punya bond period dia tu tak panjang mana lah. Alright, some scholarship provider out there dia punya bond period tu is up to 10 years. Tapi for Yayasan Khazanah, berapa tahun kita sponsor adik-adik untuk beasiswa, itulah tahun yang adik-adik kena serve your bond. Okay, contohnya kita sponsor adik-adik untuk A-level program dekat KYEM 2 tahun. Kemudian undergraduate studies dekat UCL 3 tahun. Total 5 tahun. Jadi adik-adik kena serve your bond 5 tahun sahaja. Tapi kalau adik-adik, of course adik-adik dah selesa. Contohnya adik-adik bekerja di Axiata. You're happily working at Axiata. You want to continue there, climb up the career ladder, by all means, go ahead. Alright? So, and then in terms of flexible bond, let's say adik-adik belajar dalam bidang accounting and finance. Alright? So, after completion of your studies dekat LSE, alright, then wanna continue at ACCA atau ACAW, we allow that. Okay, adik-adik kena apply to us. You know, the scholar has to write in to us for approval. It's not automatic, but the opportunity is there. So, lepas habis accounting and finance, buat ACCA atau ICAW for 4 years, then you can serve your bond. Alright, so you will already have your qualification, then nak jadi accountant tu boleh. Tapi at our bond serving punya company. Dah habis belajar, what happened? You will be part of Khazanah Scholar Alumni Association, KSAA in short. So, KSAA ni last time they were quite active with lots of program, ada round table dengan ministers, ada networking session, ada sharing session. But because of COVID, they've been quite silent for a while, tapi there are plans in the pipeline. So, insyaAllah there'll be more program coming in. Jadi for our scholar yang dah habis tadi, they would join the alumni and turut serta dalam program yang dianjurkan, atau mereka sendiri akan menganjurkan program-program kepada bakal member alumni atau pemegang beasiswa yang sedia ada. Alright, so that in a nutshell explain about the benefit of Yayasan Khazanah scholarship program and some of the differences between Yayasan Khazanah and other scholarship providers out there. Alright, so I'll move on to the next slide which explains about our scholarship program. So tadi adik-adik ada dengar saya mention about global scholarship. So apa tu global scholarship? Global scholarship is basically kita sponsor pelajar yang berminat untuk melanjutkan pelajaran di luar negara. Alright, so far kita sponsor to 4 negara iaitu UK, US, Australia dan juga China. Tapi China ni dia different sikit sebab kita hanya sponsor those yang ada Mandarin and also HSK. But Mandarin is compulsory. Alright, and normally untuk China ni tak banyak. Setahun kita sponsor maybe 1 or 2 sahaja. And also it is only open to Bumi. Alright, so global scholarship again is a formulation to pursue their undergrad or postgraduate studies in the UK, US, Australia or China. So what if you don't like to travel, you don't like to study abroad? Kita juga recognize that. That's why we have Khazanah Watan Scholarship Program. Alright, so yang ini adalah untuk menaja para pelajar yang berminat nak belajar di Malaysia, sama ada untuk foundation, undergrad atau postgraduate punya studies. Alright, so sekarang buat masa ni kita hanya sponsor Malaysian sahaja. Alright, okay. So if you are under Global Scholarship Program, some of the universities lepas 2 tahun dekat KYUM, lepas 2 tahun A-level studies, dapat 3A, insyaAllah adik-adik boleh sambung pengajian untuk your degree program. Antara universiti yang adik-adik boleh pilih nanti ada dalam slide yang adik-adik tengok ni. Ada 7 universities, all the top universities. Oxford lah, Cambridge, Imperial, King's College, LSE, Edinburgh and UCL. So macam mana Yayasan Khazanah pilih universiti ni? We go based on Times Higher Education punya ranking. Okay, kita pilih top 50 globally and top 10 in the country, including Ivy Leagues. Jadi, if you were wondering whether the list akan berubah-ubah ke dari tahun ke tahun, trust me, most of the Ivy Leagues tu memang kekal and most of the top university ni memang kekal dalam list 50 globally and 10 dalam country tu. Because they are top. Maybe some yang bawah-bawah tu adalah tahun maybe terkeluar, ada universiti baru masuk, but that is quite rare. Kalau ada perubahan pun rank among these universities. Alright, So you have 7 universities to choose from the UK, and you have more universities to choose from the US. Alright, US you can choose from Stanford, Harvard, Chicago, UCB, UCLA, MIT, banyak universiti. Sebab most of the top universities including the Ivy Leagues ni sebenarnya ada dekat US. Alright, tapi sadly majority of our scholar ni sebenarnya dia ke UK. Alright, I would say 80% scholar kita belajar di UK dan only the remainder 20% ada di US. Tapi kita notice that most of the universities yang top ni banyak dekat US, and education dekat US ni sebenarnya sistem dia lain dan agak menarik. Okay, misalnya adik-adik boleh, you punya major boleh be in engineering or biotech. But at the same time, let's say you are also interested in arts. Maybe nak discover, nak explore sikit pasal arts. You are allowed to do that in universities dekat US. So you can do your minor, major in engineering, minor in liberal arts for example. So peluang untuk berbuat demikian ada di universiti US. Kalau kat UK ni dia lebih kepada depth. Okay, buat engineering, so dia betul-betul fokus on engineering. Kalau US ni dia lebih kepada the breadth. Okay, so engineering sikit, art sikit, so terpulang pada adik-adik. Okay, another main difference I would say between the US and UK punya education would be, okay, UK punya education ni lebih kepada sistem pelajaran di Malaysia. Okay, lebih kepada teori, quite exam based, alright. Tapi US ni dia lebih kepada mixture lah I would say. So dia ada juga marks given for participation in class. Dia ada marks untuk your assignment, for group discussion, for quizzes. And maybe final exam nanti carries about 30 or 40% sahaja. For someone yang berminat ke arah approach atau model yang macam itu, adik-adik boleh pilih ke US. So sekarang ni kami encourage lebih pelajar untuk pergi ke US disebabkan itu. It's not to say that it's wrong to study in UK. Kalau adik-adik nak buat accounting finance atau law, memang confirm UK lah sebab kita Malaysia pakai sistem yang sama. But if you're interested in other field, you can always explore the US punya route. Okay, so we also have intervention. Nak masuk ke US University tu memang bukan mudah. Jadi kita faham, kita ada intervention program again through Axiom program. Jadi kalau sekolah kita yang ada di KYUM, kalau mereka berminat untuk ke US, kita bagi pula program yang different. Axiom ni adalah consultant third party di mana dia punya tutor dia semua tu memang US grad. So mereka tahu selok-belok nak masuk universiti kat US macam mana. So they will teach about essay writing, personal statement writing, about how to apply the process, how to sit for SAT exam. So kalau nak masuk US ni dia punya exam dia ada extra sikit. Alright, but good thing is that US ni kalau dia dah offer you one thing, dia dah offer, it will usually be unconditional offer. Meaning your A-level results tu kalau kurang 1A star ke misalnya, they still accept. But for us, it still has to be 3 A's at least for your A-level untuk kita sambung pengajian di peringkat degree. Okay. Then for Australia, sadly only one university we have, University of Melbourne. Last year kita ada 2, ANU, Australian National University, tapi unfortunately dia dah keluar. Dia selalu dekat bawah-bawah sikit, so dia keluar masuk. So this year we only have University of Melbourne kalau adik-adik berminat nak study di Australia. Then untuk China, so far we have the top uni itulah Peking and Tsinghua. Tapi kita ada juga universiti untuk pelajar yang ke China nanti berdasarkan bidang yang dipilih. Okay, kalau di engineering ada different sets of universities pula. Okay, that's on global. Kalau watan pula, kita ada all the top research universities in Malaysia. UM, UKM, UPM, and on top of that, ada pula UITM and Universiti Utara Malaysia yang baru kita add in this year. Tapi untuk 2 universities ni only for selected courses. Courses yang universiti ni cemerlang. Alright, so for the list of universities tu, for the list of courses tu, adik-adik boleh lihat kepada kita punya website untuk maklumat lanjut. Alright. And then we also have Universiti Tenaga Malaysia, Universiti Tenaga Nasional and Universiti Multimedia. Kenapa kita ada dua universiti ni? Khazanah Nasional Berhad ada pegangan dalam dua universiti ni through Tenaga Nasional. Jadi adik-adik ada total 11 universiti untuk pilih bagi program Khazanah Watan Scholarship Program. Okay. Dari segi bidang pengajian yang Yayasan Khazanah sponsor atau offer, the first one is business. Business ni, most of them would be business studies, finance, accountancy, economics, law, international business, actuarial science, apa lagi, psychology, all that falls under business. Okay, the second one, if you are interested to do engineering, of course, engineering, ada mechanical, electrical, electronic, civil engineering, mechatronic, ada pelbagai courses yang falls under engineering. Tapi we would encourage you not to study yang terlalu niche lah, macam saya mention mechatronic. So kalau boleh for your undergrad studies tu better something yang a bit broad. Kalau adik-adik berminat nak specialize, maybe you can consider that for your postgraduate punya studies. Then life sciences. If you like biology, you like medical related, you can do medical science, biotechnology, biology pure. Okay, that one would fall under life sciences. Subject that are non-traditionally lebih kepada postgrad tadilah, macam saya cakap, nak buat research on some very niche punya project. Okay, like nuclear ke, for example, atau Jewish studies ke, that one would fall for postgraduate studies. Alright, so as you can see, most of the courses kita sponsor. Apa courses yang kita outright cakap kita don't sponsor? That would be, of course, MBBS program. So for medicine, kita dah tak taja. Last time kita ada taja untuk study dekat Malaysia sahaja, but I think it's been 2 years now we stopped sponsoring MBBS. Why? Because there's one, it's easier kalau ada satu single scholarship provider yang control untuk pelajar-pelajar medik. Senanglah nanti sebab kalau adik-adik ingat ada tahun di mana susah untuk pelajar yang dah habis dia punya MBBS ni nak dapat placement untuk housemanship. Dia lama kena tunggu. So because of that, there'll be a single scholarship provider yang control untuk taja pelajar-pelajar medik sahaja. Alright, so MBBS we don't sponsor, dentistry we don't sponsor, vet, nak jadi doktor haiwan kita tak sponsor, apa lagi, architecture kita tak sponsor. Alright, yang lain kalau nak buat even pharmacy, yes we do sponsor. Alright. So kalau adik-adik tanya bidang pekerjaan yang agak demand, I would say of course business. Business antara I would say the demand would always be there. Kalau adik-adik come to think about it, for every company, of course they need someone yang good on financial. Okay, for every company they need, let's say maybe HR related. So that one I would say macam the demand tu akan selalu ada lah. But if let's say adik-adik memang minat nak jadi engineering ke, nak buat biotech ke, by all means, you can follow your dreams and your passion. Tapi, you must be mentally prepared ya adik-adik. If let's say lepas habis, because we don't know the economy macam mana nanti. Alright, so let's say dah habis belajar, tak ada kerja yang sesuai dalam bidang yang adik-adik ambil tu engineering ke apa, you must be prepared to join maybe graduate training program yang bidang lain. Okay, you must be prepared for that lah. Alright. And also sekarang ni banyak talks on big data, data analysis, fintech. So that is something that you can also explore, and insyaAllah there ada prospek untuk bidang-bidang tersebut. Okay. Alright, so now let's talk about the general requirements. since semua pelajar kat sini akan menduduki SPM tahun depan, so the one relevant untuk adik-adik would be A level atau foundation studies ya. Alright, so of course like I said earlier, we want all-rounder. So academic kena ada, active participation in extracurricular, social and voluntary activities tu kena ada. Okay, so in terms of results SPM, kita tak minta semua A+, kita minta 8A sahaja, combination of A and A+. A minus kita tak take into consideration ya. Alright, so and also your core subjects ni, BM, English, History and Math tu kena sekurang-kurangnya A. Okay, and then once you're successful in the selection process, you'll be pursuing your A level dekat KYUM Lembah Beringin for 2 years. After, kalau dapat 3 A's for your A level, again kita minta 3 A's sahaja, not even 3 A star. InsyaAllah boleh sambung belajar undergrad studies dekat UK, US atau Australia. Alright, so for yang nak study watan pun sama juga, requirement dia sama macam global. Kita minta 8 A's, A and A+. And core subject pun kena at least A. I won't be touching about this since it's not relevant. Okay, looks like I'm done with the first part. I would like to pass to my colleague Cik Hidayah untuk sambung presentation pada pagi ini. Over to you, Dayah.
Okay, thank you, Lina. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning, boys and girls. My name is Cik Hidayah Aslah. I'm the scholarship manager of Yayasan Khazanah. So basically, I'm in charge of those under Watan Scholarship Program, Asia Scholarship Program and also Bestari Scholarship Program. So kalau adik-adik berjaya dalam scholarship under Yayasan Khazanah, if you're studying in Malaysia under Watan Scholarship Program, so you will be under my custodian. So kalau adik-adik berjaya dalam Global Scholarship Program, you will be under Puan Lina punya custodian. Okay, so we are happy to share with you about our scholarship program. And my part, I would like to share with you a lot of secrets. Adik-adik boleh tahu rahsia-rahsia. How we are looking for our scholars, and then how our assessment, kita conduct assessment kita macam mana. So kita akan share dengan adik-adik pada hari ini. So supaya kalau adik-adik shortlisted nanti next year, so you already have something in your mind, that what is all about, okay? So can you share the slide, Lina? Okay, the application form. Application form is very important, adik-adik, okay? Because all the assessment or all the applications definitely via email, okay? Via online. So apa-apa sahaja it's like submission online. So sangat penting untuk adik-adik fill up this application form. So you can log in into our website for the application at www.yayasankhazanah.com.my. Okay? So nanti bila adik-adik masuk, there is a link, you click the link, will bring you to the application punya profile lah, punya forms. Okay? So again, sekarang ni everything that via online, it represent you. Okay, apa benda yang adik-adik submit di dalam application tu sangat penting dan mesti sangat tepat. Okay, tak mau ada error in emails lah, in contact number, because every communications definitely via email. Okay, so application form sangat penting. So dia akan represent yourself sebelum kami jumpa adik-adik physically. So your application is very important. Okay, email. This is very, very important as well sebab all the communications, like I said just now, every communication is via email, is via online. So make sure you have a valid, correct and active email account because everything like communicate dengan adik-adik is like via email ya. So please have your own email. Kalau adik-adik tak ada personal email, now is the time for you to create your own personal email. I tak nak you pakai email your parents ke, your sisters, brothers or kawan-kawan ke, because kami nak adik-adik responsible with their own email. Because sometimes that we understand your parents are quite busy, So dia tak buka email diorang. So it could be like adik-adik shortlisted in the application process, in the selections. So email tak baca. So dah terlepas dah untuk buat assessment dan sebagainya. So rugi kan? So make sure you have a valid email, active email yang mana adik-adik sendiri bertanggungjawab untuk jaga email you. If you already submit your application, make sure you like monitor your email every day. This is very important. Sebab kalau adik-adik dah terlepas, definitely you dah tak boleh patah balik lah, because assessment dah berjalan. Kita tak akan entertain lah kalau saya terlupa, my dad tak baca email dan sebagainya, sorry lah cik, it cannot be like that. Okay, so mesti ada email yang aktif dan sebagainya untuk adik-adik monitor sendiri email. Application deadline, so this is very important as well. So let's say macam sekarang ni currently we already open for the application for the SPM candidates from 11 of June until end of this month, 30th of June. So make sure kalau there is a window of 2 weeks plus tu untuk adik-adik apply, so make sure you dah apply awal-awal, not towards the end of the application ya. Contohnya 30 Jun nanti baru adik-adik nak submit your application.
Daya? Daya?
Yeah, next one.
Okay.
Okay, so what are the things that you have to submit in your application form? So co-curricular details is the things definitely lah. On top of your academic, co-curriculum ni sangat penting. Memang kita akan tengok. Kita tak tengok akademik semata-mata seperti Cik Lina cakap tadi, but we want a wholesome candidate. I mean that around us, bagus akademik, bagus co-curriculum, bagus leadership dan sebagainya. So we are looking on the co-curriculum punya achievement and participation as well. So adik-adik tolonglah jangan malas ketika submit your application. Yeah, we understand that there's a lot of things that you have to submit. Your parents details, your details, SPM details. So bila part co-curriculum ni nanti macam okay lah, cincai lah, submit lah 3-4, jangan kata tak ada. No, tak boleh macam gitu adik-adik. Because every single things that you submit is your score. Okay, it's your score. So the best is our advice adik-adik senaraikan your participation in your co-curriculum. So letak yang paling atas sekali is your highest participation. It could be like you represent Malaysia to the some competition ke dan sebagainya. It's like international punya participation. Letak atas sekali because that will be the highest score for you. Okay? So then you susun the highest participation from the international, and then back to the turun sikit your level national participation, kemudian state, district, or even your school participation. Okay, walaupun you participate sekolah punya sukan ke apa ke, tak apa adik-adik, update inside your co-curriculum details, because even like a small participation pun still is a marks, is a score inside it. So normally good candidates dia akan upload sebanyak mana co-curriculum dia from form 1 until form 5. You have a window of 5 years ni adik-adik untuk submit your co-curriculum. I believe that you have a lot of things that you participated before. Okay? So di sini adalah markah ya, yang mana kalau untuk melayakkan adik-adik. So even like you have like academic you dah memang perfecto lah, orang kata like contohnya 10A plus sekalipun, kalau you tak put your co-curriculum details ni, nanti markah you akan rendah disebabkan your co-curriculums ni. Okay? So again, make sure You susun your co-curriculum tu. So normally before you dapat result SPM, fill up kumpul your certificates, everything dalam satu folder. So at moment you nak apply, you just open and just proceed with the application. Okay. So co-curriculum details again, make sure fill up because dia akan ada row dan sebagainya untuk adik-adik fill up. So selagi banyak yang boleh pun you can proceed with this co-curriculum details. Is the marks. Okay. Alright. Next, Lina. So is the professional qualification and awards. So okay, for the post SPM students, I don't think like you have a professional qualification lagi lah. Okay, so this is applies to those the postgraduate lah normally yang dah ada professional qualification. But the awards part, yes, this is for you. Okay, so from Form 1 until Form 5, a window of 5 years, any awards that you receive, please fill up in the application form. Okay. Again, there is a marks on it. Okay. So you best student in overall ke, in academic ke, koko ke, just put it there. Or you athlete sekolah ke, is like national athletes ke. So awards yang adik-adik pernah dapat, put it there. It's also apply, let's say adik-adik masuk the robotics competition and then you menang peringkat mana sekalipun. So it's kind of awards, so put it there. So kalau adik-adik is like house captain ke, dormitory punya president dan sebagainya, it's kind of awards as well. Put it there because it's a marks. Okay. Again, jangan malas bila you submit your applications. Okay, next Lina. Okay, so there is a lot of documents that definitely you have to fill up. You have to submit in any application lah. Not only to kalau you submit to YK, nanti you apply kat university ke, adik-adik apply kat scholarship mana sekalipun, definitely documents memang banyak you kena submit. So our advice, while waiting for your SPM results, adik-adik start compile semua sekali dokumen adik-adik. Yeah. So definitely we need your ICs, your passport photo. Okay, this passport photo. Please adik-adik, you are submitting a scholarship, something like official kan. So tolonglah jangan submit gambar-gambar selfie, gambar-gambar tengah makan ice cream, tengah makan burger ke whatever. So please get a very decent passport photo untuk adik-adik submit for your scholarship via application. Ya, ke Yayasan Khazanah ke scholarship mana ke university ke, atau apa saja. Bear in mind, if it's official, please do it properly. Jangan submit gambar yang macam funky-funky, chill-chill. So please, okay, formal one. Because benda ni sekarang everything's online kan adik-adik. So it represent yourself. Without we seeing you physically, daripada your application, we can read already. Alamak, macam mana ni? Ni official ni. Submit gambar pun, gambar selfie, gambar-gambar IG. So please bear in mind, official photo. Okay, prepare sebelum you dapat SPM result nanti. Okay, so academic certificate and transcript, so get it ready, you gonna get from the school. And then your COCO certificates, there's a lot of COCO certificate again, susun untuk you buat submission. Okay, so for this COCO certificate dan sebagainya, we understand you have like one or two file full of your certificates. So during the submission, what you have to do, you have to zip the files because it's everything like via online kan. It's a soft copy. So you zip the file supaya file tu kecil untuk adik-adik submit semua you punya co-curriculum punya certificates dan sebagainya. Okay. We also require a salary slip, EA form or bank statement. Okay, salary slip is like if your parents working lah. Okay. So kalau parents yang tak working, it could be like they have the EA form ya, the account tax punya form tu . So itu pun adik-adik boleh submit untuk parents kamu. Dan sekiranya tak ada juga, tak ada salary slip, tak ada EA form, so just submit the bank statement, parents punya bank statement ya. So itu pun you boleh dapatkan pada bank ataupun is like from let's say bank to you pun boleh print the bank statement dan sebagainya. Okay, this is just for our reference. Okay adik-adik, don't worry about this, but we require the part of the documents lah yang kita nak. Okay, resume. So I'm sure adik-adik tahu resume tu apa kan? So kalau you confuse resume tu apa, just go to Mr. Google, there's 1,000 of resume yang adik-adik boleh tengok macam mana. So resume is a summary on yourself. So it's enough with the one page lah, everything's there, 1 or 2 page lah, everything's there, summary of your details, your achievement dan sebagainya. Okay? And then the offer letter. So most probably bila you dapat result SPM and we open for the application, at that particular time you yet to receive the offer letter from the university. So don't worry. Untuk SPM, post SPM, adik-adik just leave it blank kat situ, tak payah submit the offer letter. We understand that. Okay? So please ensure that you uploaded all the relevant documents as required following the relevant format and file size. Okay? So dokumen ni semua kena submit ya untuk adik-adik complete the application dan buat submission kepada kami. Okay, next Lina. Okay, so we prepared the checklist in the application. So supaya kita pun nak make sure adik-adik tak terlupa, tak tercecer, because without some information nanti kita tak boleh process your application. So bila adik-adik dah start buat submission, start applications, so contohnya nanti the applicant details adik-adik dah completed, nanti dia akan keluar the green tick macam gitu. Okay, and then your parent details, contact details, university, college, the scholarship details ni adik-adik pilih sama ada adik-adik nak pergi ke global scholarship program or Watan scholarship program. And then education results, essay and documents yang tadi kena submit. Okay, essay part. This is really important as well adik-adik, because essay ni ada markah, yeah. We use AI untuk marking our essay di dalam sistem. So jangan malas. You have to really prepare on this essay. Okay, dan jangan takut, jangan risau juga, sebab bukannya soalan susah, bukannya soalan yang macam physics punya soalan ke, maths ke. No, it's about yourself. Okay, contohnya it could be like soalan dia mungkin yang macam kita nak lebih tahu apakah plan adik-adik. Contohnya adik-adik nak pursue your study in accounting. So basically you will share with us, that your interest to become an accountant, your interest to pursue your study in accounting, and kenapa adik-adik nak buat accounting, apakah rancangan adik-adik sebagai accountant nanti, contribution adik-adik kepada negara, kepada community dan sebagainya. Okay? So again, jangan tulis essay 2-3 baris, cincai-cincai, okay done. No, please. Ada markah di dalam essay tu. So you have ample time. So what you can do, write your essay, you can always ask your parents, your siblings, or even your teacher can help to read your essay, mark your essay first before your submission. Okay? Alright, next Lina. Okay, this is something that we like to share, the selection process. Adik-adik beruntung tau, because tak semua students dapat peluang untuk participate with this kind of briefing, this kind of sharing session, dan kita share macam mana proses dan sebagainya. Okay, so you are very lucky to get into this program, dan adik-adik boleh faham, dan adik-adik boleh bayangkan macam mana selection process yang kita jalankan. Okay, from the slides that you can see, this is the statistic of last year. Yeah, last year we received 8,735 application registered in our system when we open. Okay, then bila kita close the application, the submission numbers is about 2,000 plus. Okay, so mesti adik-adik wonder, apa pasal pula 8,000 plus yang registered, kenapa 2,000 je yang submit kan? This is because ada students yang dia register je dulu tapi dia tak tengok pun requirement dan sebagainya. So bila dia tengok, alamak sebenarnya tak meeting requirement lah pula kan. So that's why certain of the candidates end up tak submit the application. Okay. So if you are kalau you are meeting the requirement dan sebagainya, definitely you will be like shortlisted and proceed to the stages in the selection process. Okay. So for YK punya selection process, we have total of 5 stages untuk student yang apply for global scholarship program, And we have 4 stages for students apply for Watan Scholarship Program. Okay. So stage 1 ni apa? Okay. So stage 1, stage 2, it's 100% via online. Okay. It's like online. Okay, so stage 1 is like on the verbal and numerical ability test. Okay, secara online. In summary, stage 1 ni macam IQ test lah adik-adik. So it's like something like ada calculations a bit, there is a statement a bit, ya adik-adik kena solve the questions. Okay, there is a time bound dalam setiap assessment ni, dalam test ni. So adik-adik kena make sure alert lah. So let's say you shortlisted to the stage 1, you buat the soalan. So mula-mula adik-adik kena baca dulu. Tengok dulu soalan tu macam okay, you are given 15 minutes to solve this set of question. So maksudnya adik-adik jangan buang masa lah. Okay, plan, strategi betul-betul. So kalau yang tak dapat tu you skip dulu because you can always come back to that questions. Okay, alright. So stage 1 online, it's on verbal and numerical punya test. In summary is the IQ test. Okay, so let's say adik-adik pass the stage 1, very good. Okay, to be frank, stage 1 adalah paling ramai students yang tak proceed untuk ke level seterusnya. Okay, so stage 1 you really have to do it properly lah. Okay, then let's say adik-adik proceed to stage 2. Stage 2 ni apa pula? It's still online but it's on personality and moral reasoning test. So it's about yourself. Tak susah adik-adik. You definitely know about yourself kan? So answer the questions as per yourself. Don't try to be other people. Jangan jadi diri orang lain. Don't try to be like macam nak nampak good-good je kan, macam bagus-bagus. Oh, jawab semuanya macam bagus je. So please don't, because this is assessment. So the set of questions is designed kalau adik-adik cuba menjawab dengan tak betul lah, I mean not to answer it correctly. So kita the question can detect. We can detect like you are trying to be somebody else. Okay? So the tip is like this stage 2, make sure jadi diri sendiri. Just answer it. There's no right, there's no wrong. Be yourself and answer this stage 2 punya assessment. Okay? Stage 2 online juga. Okay, stage 3. Okay, dah proceed to stage 3 ni. Stage 3 is the assessment center. Is like online dan juga interview. Okay, before this actually, this stage 3 is the assessment center where we call candidates to our office and we conduct physically. But due to COVID since last year, we have to tukar a bit the selection process. Masih method yang sama akan tetapi kita menggunakan cara online. Okay, so di stage 3, there is the assessment via online and the interview with the panel of Yayasan Khazanah. Okay, so stage 3 ni barulah kita jumpa adik-adik physically. I mean ialah online like physically lah juga kan. So selama application stage 1, stage 2 is like everything via online. Stage 3 baru kita akan interview adik-adik. Okay, so there is a set of question jugalah during the stage 3 assessment. Okay, so this stage 3 ketika interview session adik-adik, even is like via online. You kat rumah, I dekat office or dekat my house as well. So please make it like macam betul-betul adik datang ke office untuk interview. Prepare yourself. The most important thing is like your appearance ketika interview. Okay, bukannya perlukan pakai baju mahal ke branded. No, we don't look at that. So kita nak a decent one, proper. Bukannya you appear untuk during the interview session dengan I pakai t-shirt round neck, tak bercollar pun, ataupun pakai baju tidur kat rumah, rambut tak proper, yang perempuan tudung pun sengit-bengit. Alah, come on lah adik-adik. This is your interview. Interview nak tengok adik-adik punya appearance tu. Just make it like smart. Nampak smart, nampak professional, nampak ready. Okay, and then make sure you allocate your time. Tell your family macam, oh saya nak attend interview ni, minta kerjasama adik-adik yang lain, jangan bising. Waktu tu bukan mak minta tolong nak masak kat rumah ke, okay? So let the whole house know that you are preparing yourself for the interview, so you ready. So maksudnya during the interview session, adik-adik tenang, relax, adik-adik ada environment yang okay untuk adik-adik bercakap dengan panel interview dan sebagainya. Okay? Alright? Okay, so let's say adik-adik very good, pass stage 3. Okay? Then you proceed to the stage 4. Stage 4, interview with the head of scholarship of Yayasan Khazanah. Okay? So sekiranya adik-adik apply for Watan Scholarship Program, this will be your final stage already. Okay? Dan untuk those yang under Global Scholarship Program, ada lagi satu stage, which is stage 5, interview with the Board of Trustee of Yayasan Khazanah. Okay? So this is the selection process yang mana adik-adik akan lalui sekiranya adik-adik shortlisted to the selection. Okay? So kalau adik-adik tengok from the statistic hari tu, I mean that last year, so stage 1 we got about 1,000 plus yang shortlist. Kemudian stage 2 kurang dah 400 plus, and then stage 3 261, stage 4 122, and final stage 5 is about 22 candidates pada tahun lepas. Okay, so currently sekarang ni our application is currently open. So your senior sekarang ni, kakak-kakak, abang-abang ni tengah apply lah for the scholarship, and we hope that they can make it to our selection as well. Okay, alright, next Lina. Okay, so what we are looking for as a YK scholars, we have our leadership model. We call it YK 3P's leadership model. P ni stand for purpose, personal traits, and also people traits. Okay, so for us, we are not only like sponsoring your study yang macam okay kita bayar you study, habis study adalah nanti kerja lah. No, because we have our own mission, our vision. We not only like sponsoring your studies, but we would like to develop you as a future leaders of Malaysia. Okay, so leaders ni, so nak develop leaders ni bukannya nanti bila adik-adik dah habis belajar dan sebagainya. No, it's starting from now. Okay, so from sekarang waktu adik-adik belajar, so on top of your study, so we equip you with all the leadership punya traits, punya character, nak bagi adik-adik nanti one day bila adik-adik dah berjaya, so we become a good leader, seorang yang mempunyai ciri-ciri kepimpinan yang baik. So for us, we are looking for a leaders with purpose, yang always strive for the greatest good, yang driven by a greater reason for doing things. So dia ada purpose dalam hidup dia. Okay, so leaders with the good personal traits, yang intelligent, yang tenacious, high integrity and moral compass. Okay, and also leaders yang ada people traits, yang ada empathy dengan the teammates, yang akan bagi a full cooperation, optimizes on the strength of the team members, dan juga leaders yang able to communicate and influence the team. So this is how we are looking for our scholars, ya. Kita develop our scholars melalui this leadership model, yang kita percaya insyaAllah kalau kita dapat develop adik-adik dalam cara yang begini, you will be a very good leaders one day. Okay, alright, next. Okay, so the journey of a YK scholar, academic excellence, red color. Okay, so it's not like about, memang YK memang kita pentingkan academic excellence, tapi kenapa adik-adik? It's not about us, it's about you. Okay, so just to share with you lah the scenario, the current scenario, when you complete, you graduate daripada study, the employment, the placement, nak cari kerja ni, to be frank with you, those good organisation, those good company, dia akan shortlist student with a good CGPA, tu definitely number 1. Okay, CGPA 3.5, dia akan kumpul satu tempat dulu, 3.5 and above. Okay, so for your information, for our scholars, you have to maintain every semester CGPA 3.5 and above, 3.5 minimum lah. Or for those like using grades like second class apa, kalau contohnya yang dekat UK lah. Okay, so again, this company dia akan tengok yang result yang bagus-bagus dulu. Okay, So kalau result adik-adik macam ala-ala kadar di like 3 pointer or 2 pointer ke dan sebagainya, so this group of candidates, dia akan put aside first. Dia akan tengok with the good academic standing dulu. The 3.5 and above ni, ni yang dia orang tengok dulu. So kalau adik-adik falls below, means that what? You dah kurang peluang lah, opportunities like slimmer lah sebab dah ramai ni yang 3.5 and above. That's why for our scholars, we keep reminding our scholars, we keep support and motivate our scholars, do perform, perform well in your academic. Okay, alright. So ini untuk adik-adik jugalah, untuk bila habis belajar dan nak cari kerja dan sebagainya. Okay, in fact on top of our requirement lah as a YK scholars. So again, for our scholars on top of the academic, memang kita always remind our scholars to participate and active in the COCO, doing some volunteering works dan sebagainya. Because okay, bila diorang shortlist pula, academic dah satu criteria and they tick, okay, very good. And then the next one, dia akan tengok lah your participation as well. Okay, so the best is like you have both. Jadinya your prospect employer tengok macam okay, very good, budak ni memang secara keseluruhannya bagus. So chances untuk adik-adik dapat kerja dekat tempat-tempat company-company yang bagus is higher. That's why it's like academic excellence is number 1. Okay, onboarding is like you are joining us as a YK family lah. Okay, so there's a lot of program. So for YK scholars ni, kita bukannya taja you belajar je, we have set of program, leadership program. In short, we call it YKPSP. Kalau adik-adik tengok from our Instagram or Facebook, there's a lot like program-program YKPSP ni yang kita pernah buat, kita ada upload dalam kita punya website. Adik-adik boleh tengok nanti. Okay, so along the way, we equip you with the skills and leadership development. We involve you with the community service. Kenapa community service ni penting? Okay, because kita nak produce leaders yang ada empathy, yang can put yourself in other people's shoes. So kalau benda-benda macam ini, so kita kena go to ground lah, pergi ke contohnya pusat-pusat volunteering, baru kita boleh nampak kesusahan orang lain, kesenangan orang lain, apa challenge, apa yang kita boleh tolong dan sebagainya. So one day when you become a leader, you have something in your mind. You can put yourself in other people's shoes so that you boleh tolong orang, you boleh serve the community much better. Okay, and then mentoring. Okay, for our global scholars program, global scholarship program. So global scholars, each of our scholar before they fly to overseas, dia akan di-assign, dia akan di-tagkan di bawah seorang mentor. Mentor ni bukan calang-calang adik-adik, it's like a senior officers, senior management from Khazanah itself. Okay, so it could be like our managing director of Khazanah National, Datuk Syaril, could be your mentor, because currently pun Datuk Syaril pun ada mentee dia sendiri. So you are tagging with all the high achievers, people yang boleh bagi advice ke adik-adik in term of your academic, in term of your life, or in term of anything. Okay, so this mentoring program is very good. To be frank with you, tak banyak scholarship provider yang ada this exclusive of this mentoring program. Okay, alright. And then finally become a talent pool of Khazanah. So because you are bonded with Khazanah, adik-adik, let's say you are the sponsor di bawah Khazanah punya scholarship program, so you are bonded with Khazanah. So upon your graduation, you have to work to serve back. So either Khazanah, because umbrella is very big, either Khazanah, Khazanah Link Company, GLCs, government bodies, or the universities as well. Pun adik-adik boleh serve your bond, ikut adik-adik punya interest and also your background of studies. So this is the journey of a YK scholars. Okay, next. Okay, so adik-adik, if you yet to view our website, you can always go to our website www.yayasankhazanah.com.my. So kalau selepas ni macam letter adik-adik ada soalan ke nak tanya dan sebagainya, so you can always write to our email at yk@yayasankhazanah.com.my. Okay, so our office is currently at Dataran PHB, Sarjana Resort Shah Alam. Okay, so I think that's all on the presentation part yang kita nak share dengan adik-adik. So we open the floor for the Q&As. Okay, Lina?
We will pass back to Tuan Pengerusi Majlis.
Puan Lina dan juga Cik Nur Hidayah atas penerangan yang jelas. Saya rasa semua pelajar, guru-guru, rakan kaunselor semua dah jelas tentang penerangan yang telah disampaikan sebentar tadi. Cuma ada beberapa persoalan yang dicek oleh pelajar. Yang pertama, ada tak saluran khas untuk pelajar yang B40? Itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, kita SBP tengah create dan telah membuat e-profile pelajar. E-profile ni berkenaan dengan resume dan untuk kita kata jual nama lah projek ni, dan kita galakkan untuk pelajar SPM terutamanya. Ini yang kedua. Yang ketiga, pemilihan pelajar untuk sekolah adakah bergantung kepada penentuan memilih itu adalah bergantung kepada YK ataupun pelajar itu sendiri? Okey, 3 soalan dulu.
Sorry cikgu, yang pertama tadi apa?
On the B40, Lina.
B40.
Okay, alright. Okay, honestly kita adalah scholarship provider yang 100% based on merit. Okay, so Akademik Cemerlang, Koko Cemerlang, all of you can apply. Okay, regardless of who you are. Tapi kalau adik-adik nak tahu, kalau kita prioritas B40 tu, dia macam ni. Kalau kita ada dua pelajar, A and B, equally good in terms of dia punya score masa penilaian tu sama atau lebih kurang. Satu daripada family T20, satu dari family B40, of course kita bagi keutamaan kepada B40. Alright, syarat-syarat kemasukan kelayakan semua sama, tapi at certain stages kita akan tengok yang benda macam ni. Sebab kita faham, we recognize walaupun dari segi kekangan dengan family yang maybe tak mampu nak bayar untuk internet yang laju, tak ada banyak kemudahan macam family T20 tadi, parents tak boleh hantar extra classes ke, tuition ke, pelajar tu tetap score. So kita recognize that. And kita akan bagi kelebihan waktu penilaian tersebut lah kalau both scholars are equally good. Alright, so that's on B40. The E-profile, Cik Hidayah?
The E-profile, okay, maksudnya currently cikgu sekolah dah sediakan the E-profile untuk setiap student ya? So okay. So e-profile ni sekolah boleh share dengan pihak Yayasan Khazanah lah. Once the student submit the application kepada pihak Yayasan Khazanah, or students pun boleh submit to us as part of dia punya supplement documents lah kepada Yayasan Khazanah later on. Okay. And then the third question is berkenaan dengan cost of application. Okay. Yayasan Khazanah kami tak tentukan. Kita tak fixkan, okay, student A mesti buat accounting, student B mesti buat engineering. So kita tak tentukan. So students akan pilih sendiri course apa yang adik-adik berminat dan pilih sendiri sama ada adik-adik nak belajar ke luar negara in the Global Scholarship Program or under Watan Scholarship Program. So everything's like via the application, so you can choose.
Ada soalan dari StreamYard ni. May I know if YK is sponsoring students for dentistry and pharmacy dari Nurul Adila? Alright, seperti yang saya terangkan tadi, untuk dentistry, no, unfortunately we don't sponsor. But for pharmacy, yes. You are allowed to choose pharmacy untuk program undergrad nanti. Okay, Muhammad Afiq Ikwan bin Ismail bertanya, is we bound to work with Yayasan Khazanah once we finish? If yes, for how long? Adik-adik ni dengar ke tak tadi penjelasan saya dengan Cik Hidayah ni? Sedih tau. Pagi-pagi Isnin terang, bersemangat, bersungguh-sungguh ni tanya dua soalan ni kami dah explain tadi. Okay, tak apa. Saya bersangka baik, maybe time tu connection berapa cantik ya. Okay, tak apa. Alright. Seperti yang saya cerita tadi, Cik Hidayah juga cerita. Yes, adik-adik sebab kita taja para pelajar. Sebenarnya kita banyak yang kita spend ya adik-adik. It's not a cheap investment. Sebab kita bayar, we are full scholarship provider. Tuition fees bayar, bagi allowance, living allowance, book allowance, thesis allowance, laptop allowance, semua paid for. Alright, in fact all our scholars so far, alhamdulillah, they don't have to work. Okay, unlike some scholarship provider for extra pocket money tu they have to work. Tapi sekolah kita tak perlu bekerja untuk menampung kehidupan mereka, especially di overseas. So we are quite generous. So investment kita banyak. So kita nak adik-adik bekerja either dengan Khazanah, government link companies, Khazanah link companies, government agencies, macam Cik Hidayah cakap tadi, universities. Yes, you may serve your bond. Kita ada banyak companies under us, so you don't worry. Okay, how long? Equivalent to the number of scholarship. 5 tahun kita sponsor adik-adik, 5 tahun lah adik-adik bond dengan us. Tapi kalau nak sambung lagi kerja kat company tu sebab you suka, by all means go ahead. Alright, next. Cik Hidayah.
Alright, so minimum requirement is 8 A's, correct? So if student taking more than 8 subject, would the other subject taken into account? Okay, alright, like this. So minimum requirements kami adalah 8A, a combination of A and also A+. Okay, A minus, sorry, memang tak kira. Okay, so memang most of candidates memang akan ambil 9 subjek or 10 subjek. So adik-adik, for the purpose of the application, you just choose your 8 top result lah, result terbaik, 8 subjek result terbaik. Dan untuk diletak di dalam application tu, okay. Akan tetapi kita akan tengok juga you punya overall result. Tapi yang kita betul-betul calculate untuk bagi you scoring, those 8 subjek terbaik you sahaja. So let's say you 10 A+, then it will be like kita tengok untuk shortlisting, kita tengok the 8 A+ you tu lah. But we know that you have another 2 A+ tu. Okay. So pilih 8 subjek terbaik untuk adik-adik yang adik-adik dapat result untuk submit di dalam application. Okay.
Any more questions?
Okey ya, terima kasih ya. Terima kasih Puan Nazlina dan juga Cik Hidayah atas penerangan. Saya harap penjelasan ini jelas untuk semua pelajar dan juga guru. Mungkin selepas ni mungkin boleh melalui email dan sebagainya ataupun chatting dan sebagainya untuk kita tanya lagi soalan yang berkaitan dan juga yang luar daripada tajuk perbincangan kita pada hari ini. Jadi secara kesimpulannya, pelajar perlu ada 3 aspek utama. Yang pertama dari segi co-curriculum, yang kedua dari segi sasiah dan juga kepimpinan, dan yang paling penting akademik lah. So platform ni tak dapat lari untuk menjadi pelajar cemerlang dan juga untuk terpilih sebagai penerima beasiswa YK. Okay, yang penting kita ready sebagai pelajar SPM 2021 ini, kita kena ready awal berkenaan dengan bahan penyertaan co-curriculum yang mana zaman pandemik COVID-19 ni cukup payah untuk kita mengikuti program co-curriculum. Jadi perlunya penglibatan co-curriculum mungkin melalui secara online yang diadakan secara virtual dan sebagainya lah. Okay, dan juga ready bahan-bahan dan juga data serta email yang terbaik. Email ni kena nama yang official lah supaya untuk nampak lebih eksklusif dan juga untuk kita kata untuk benda-benda yang rasmi. Itu paling penting. So saya rasa itu saja untuk hari ini. Terima kasih sekali lagi untuk Puan Nazlina binti Jaafar dan juga Cik Hidayah binti Aslah di atas penerangan dan juga taklimat yang telah disampaikan tadi. So saya rasa itu saja. Terima kasih kepada Majlis Guru Bimbingan Kaunseling Kebangsaan, pengurusi-pengurusi zon, guru-guru SBP, guru-guru sekolah harian serta peserta-peserta bagi taklimat beasiswa YK kita pada hari ini. Terima kasih kepada Ketua Pengarah BPSB SBP Encik Nur Azina binti Datuk Seri Abdul Aziz. Terima kasih Encik Muhammad Fazli bin Said dan juga rakan teknikal untuk program kita pada hari ini. Sekian dulu daripada saya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum. Good luck everyone.
Terima kasih. All the best.